users are spending 80% of their time in the top 3 apps. That's 80% of that 87%. This is a huge winner-take-all dynamic, which we didn't necessarily see on the web. If only native apps can be engaging, and only a few can make it on native, why hasn't the web disrupted this? It often takes more money to distribute a native app to a user on native platforms than you'll get back from that user. Like, native app developers are suffering. Why hasn't the web disrupted this? So I think it's worth thinking back again, a decade or so, to think about how we used to get web experiences. I don't know about you, but this is how I got web pages. You would dial one of these up, you'd go to the bit of your house that had the computer in it, and you'd put the computer into online mode, and you'd eventually wind up yelling up or down the stairs to your friends and family, like, don't pick up the phone, you're going to interrupt my download. This was tough. But we knew we were in online mode, and the web grew up in an online mode. We could always assume that that next navigation, that next transition, no matter how slow it was the first time, was going to be the same speed the next time. But that's not how phones work. Phones, even when they look like they're online, they often aren't. Radios transition wildly underneath us. The network isn't reliable. We can't assume that it is. Ajax got us to good enough because we were always connected. But what about now when we're not always connected? When I'm on a mobile phone and I tap something from my home screen, I never see one of these. Apps always load. Maybe they tell me that they don't have the data that I wanted, or they can't get the new stuff, so they'll show me the old stuff. But they'll never give you this cute little offline dinosaur. They have this UX contract that they'll never fail to load if they're on my home screen. The web hasn't been able to do this. We've also made the keyboard and mouse to tap and swipe transition. But I think that one of the biggest issues here is that we haven't really earned our place in the home screen. Because web technology can't be reliable and can't be reliably fast, it's reasonable for users not to include us in their daily experience. So one way to think about this is there's an axis here of capability. Now, native apps have the ability to start up reliably. They can be fast all the time. They can be offline. They can handle push messages. They can synchronize in the background. They've got access to all the sensors. While the web is safer and more respectful of your privacy, but it doesn't have some of those capabilities. It isn't on your home screen. It isn't in your notification tray. But what if we had another axis? We'll add reach. The web succeeds wildly here, even in a situation where users are spending only 13 to 14% of their time on their phones, on the web. They're visiting more than 100 sites a month. Meanwhile, ComScore says that the average user is downloading 0 apps a month in the US. This is the power of URLs. We can absolutely meet those one-off needs, and we do. We are always in the user's experience, even if they don't realize it. So what we want is a way to go from incredible reach to be more engaging, to have those capabilities. So what is that thing? I think we can meet those user expectations today on the web. And that's what progressive web apps represent. They're finally the ability for us to earn our place in the home screen and in the notification tray. First, by providing reliable experiences that are consistently fast. And we don't have to give up the reach to get it. That's the promise of the web, and that's why I'm excited about progressive web apps. So what do these experiences look like? So here's the WashingtonPost.com/PWA. You can go to it on your phone right now, wapo.com/PWA, and it loads in a tab like any other site. And if you go to it enough, if you engage with it, you'll eventually get this add a home screen prompt in Chrome for Android. So if you tap on that link, the browser will confirm to you that you've done it. And if you go back to your home screen, you'll see that there's now a home screen icon. When you tap on that icon, it's beautifully fast, and it will launch with a splash screen. That splash screen is a full screen immersive experience, and the whole app runs that way. And if you go into the task switcher, what you'll see is that it's first class there too. There's no URL bar getting in the way. It's exactly like a native app in that sense. So what was missing to be able to deliver this experience? Because we finally earned it. Well, first we need reliability and reliable performance. And next we need to be in the notification tray. And lastly, once we're trustworthy and have reliable performance, we need to be able to have enough metadata about the site to be able to generate that add home screen prompt to put it on the home screen. Okay, so there's talk today and tomorrow covering all of the required technologies to get to that point. TLS, which is a